All right, folks. It looks like I'm back. Looks like I'm back, folks. Just give me a minute to get everything reconnected. I had a hard disconnect on everything. Yeah, everything had a hard disconnect. So I lost my game service and everything. So we'll try to get back into the server now. We should be okay. Apologize for that. I don't know what that was. That was a ISP hiccup. Straight up. Not cool. Not cool at all. Should drop us right back where we were in game. We should literally be in the mole. Chair and nothing happened. That was unexpected.
Systems activating. Systems on.
All right. Sorry, folks. Can you still hear me okay? Can you see me all right? I'm getting mixed signals here. Looks like I should be here. It kind of feels like everything's still catching up, but all right. Never mind. I see it now. Monitor's back up. Just took it a minute. I guess we'll be all right. So,
Fracturing mode on.
let's bust this up and see what we get. I could have went higher still if one of these floats too far up. That should be good.
Attack on shields. Extraction mode on.
No. Quit drifting. Stay. Bitch. Oh, that's a good Bexalite one there. That one's not bad. I would really rather that other one. Somebody else out here mining too. Or is that me? I see myself.
Mining mode on.
All right, let's see what else we can find.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off. Mining mode on.
Added? Laranite, no. I was gonna say I'd have taken it. I was thinking Terranite.
Mining mode off.
1750. All right.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Hey, Moonrat, how you doing? It's going. Had a little internet hiccup here a moment ago. That kind of pissed me off, but nothing to do with Star Citizen. Like, it literally shut down Star Citizen, the stream, everything. How about you? Having a good Friday? What the hell is a Type S? I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Mining mode on.
Well, Terranite. can see how it breaks off. We can see how it all breaks off. Stop. A little bit this way. And I always go too high. I think we're good, though. Let's give it a couple little taps, though.
Mining mode on.
No, that's the mole. That is the mole. We're doing a little mole mining out in the asteroid clusters in Pyro. After I've done this, I think I'm gonna switch and load up the Geo and go do some surface mining for a bit.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode on.
All right, let's see if we can get a good break here. Nice. Let's see how that pans out.
Extraction mode on.
I knew I wasn't going to be high enough. We'd have a couple drifters. Oh, well. Those will be the ones with the Terranite in them. 26% there. %. 13. I bet you they are. I'm going to go ahead and, like, inch up a little bit just so I can see what those top two are. But we are, it's like 60 of 98 SCU. I'll probably just scoop those all up and... Probably just scoop all those up and then head in and get the refinery job going. I should really check what other stuff I might have sitting in Checkmate anyway. It better not be bouncing me offline again. Oh, there we go. The last time it didn't want to interact, that's exactly what happened.
Mining mode on.
Okay, that should do. That's the only bad part about the mole when you're out here by yourself. But you can't beat the versatility of having all the different laser setups and stuff like that. There's a lot more you could hit as a solo player. You just have to deal with the back and forth in the seats and stuff. But even that, I don't have that set up optimally today anyway. All right, there was higher Terranite in that one. So I'm glad I went up. And that one too. All right, well, it was a good thing I went up. Yeah, we have like 20 SCU we can pick up. We might as well just scrape the rest of it up. Oh, that's a secondary brake. Okay. I didn't pay attention. We can do that. That's why I'm looking forward to the Astra because the Arastra because I'm under the impression that's what you're going to be able to do. Ah! Scared myself. Hmm. 13, 17. All right, that one. That should fill us up. Yep. All right, let's head her back to checkmate.
Mining mode on.
That was a nice little run.
Mining mode on. Shields off. Mining mode off. Quantum traveler engage.
Cool, cool. The Expanse. The Misk Expanse. No, the RSI Arastra says it must have a small refinery. I don't wow. Do I not remember that for some reason? Yeah, the RSI Arastra. This ship is an all-in-one mining and refining platform. It can mine and refine at the same time and has ample cargo space for raw materials, catalysts, and refined materials. I knew there was another reason it was badass. And then the Expanse is the big one. And then the Galaxy is supposed to have modularity for potential refinery as well. So I love my mole, but I could see losing it in favor of that as long as the wife and I can still operate it together. I'd kind of like to keep the mole, but if the Arastra gives the same functionality plus the refinery, I don't mind upgrading and paying extra to have that. I love Argo ships, though. I love the industrial look, feel. If I got rid of the mole, the only Argo I would have left outside of the ATLSs is the SRV. Which I also hope those gameplay loops come back in play where you can actually make decent money being a tow truck driver, because I think that's fun. Checkmate already. All right. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Ironclad too. Again, another one. If the wife and I can run it by ourselves and be happy with it, that might replace my C2. I don't need that much for hauling, but it wouldn't be, I wouldn't hate it. SCM mode.
Certainly.
Shields on.
Shields online.
I would certainly find a use for it. Plus, with the golems and the geos, I know she would love the idea of us running a mobile base out of that. In conjunction with like an Arastra, I think it'd be pretty badass. Looks more capable for like a variety of things, right? Request permission to land. Request landing permission.
Sending docking request.
Let's not smash into the turret this time. Yeah, see, and that's the hang up for me. Do I want the assault or do I want the regular one? It's funny, I had an assault for a little bit because we used it to CCU into a Carrack, which we no longer own because it was broken and wasn't suiting our needs, but I loved it so much. Landing gear down.
Gear down and slowing. The ship is yours to dock.
There we go. Yeah, I have concerns about the repair bay after what they did with the Polaris. But in fairness, they did never say they never said it would have a repair bay. They just implied that it would have hangar functionality. Anyway, I get why they do the things they do. Sometimes communication isn't clear though, and it's frustrating for folks. All right. Let's get this thing stowed, get our refinery job going, see what else we might have had stuck in the refinery, and we'll take a little lunch break. Yeah, we loved using it, but there was a little period in there where the medbed wasn't functioning. You couldn't, like, interact with the controls, so that made it suck. If we hadn't had the Pisces in there, half the ship wouldn't have been working. And then the fact that cargo got physicalized right after we got it, and we couldn't interact with the cargo, which there was a lot of cargo in there, 400 and whatever, 50-some, 56 SCU worth. And that's when we made the move to the C2. Now, I always like the Caterpillar, but again, the Caterpillar has got functionality that's missing, and so it didn't fit the bill for us, and that's why we ended up doing the C2, which I had used in-game and owned in-game on and off for quite a while. So it's nice to have one that's permanent on the account now. But again, it might go away for that Ironclad. It might. It's highly likely, as long as it's not a pain in the ass for the two of us to operate it together. You know, it's not the maneuverability for me. It's just that beam in the cargo compartments that prevents you from easily squirting the boxes into where they go. Frustrating. And then, you know, the elevators that didn't reach the ground. And now the functionality's there, but it's not quite right yet either, is it? It's not two-stage. It's like open or close, and it'll just kind of shoot the shit and throw it into the cargo, and it's not exactly cool. Step in the right direction, but not where it should be yet. Oh, refinery! God dang it! And it did drive like crap too. I mean, but I can get past that with certain ships. My problem is things like that. They look so cool. They fall into like a fantasy of what I see a hauling freighter looking like, and yeah, exactly, man, exactly. All right, let's see what we got. Nope, not ore sales. Yeah, there's only one work order here. It's no big deal. Bexelite and gold. Not a ton either. We'll let that sit.
If something's here, I'm gonna find it. Hide all you want. It's better this way. More fun.
What are the NPCs on about, for God's sake? Yeah, no. We'll go with the fair and exchange. That's fine. Invictus this year I don't know if they've given us an actual date. I'm guessing around, what do I want to say, May 9th for some reason. That seems wrong, though. I feel like I'm just making that up. I'm gonna look it up here in a second, see what I can find. I never did pick up any drinks or anything. I'm sorry? No, I'm good. I'm coming up there myself in a minute. And I suspect I'm going to find the same. Let's see. Now let me see a calendar. Do. I'm going to guess they're probably going to shoot for about the same time. That's like third week in May. Maybe the second week, if it launches like on a Friday and they have day 1, 2 over the weekend. Maybe like 16th. Yeah, but somewhere in about the same range, I'm guessing. Let's grab some crews out of the cargo deck really quick. We'll do that real fast, and then we'll go have a quick lunch break with the wifey. Yeah, SitCon is going to be all digital this year. Which is good. They can save that money and put it in the game right now where it belongs. Hey, for the resub there, Chewy. What's going on, man?
DJ Peak 2 Rainbow Light, DJ Peak 2 Rainbow Light, DJ Peak 2 Rainbow Light, DJ Peak 2 Rainbow Light.
How you doing today, man? Just got home? I'm doing all right too. I've been sick, man, and fighting it hard. Today is the most normal day I've had in forever. I've been fighting fever and stuff, and this is after I got over whatever I thought I had 2 weeks ago. So it was like a continuation. It was like phase 2 of you're sick, or my immune system was down, so I caught something else. I don't know. It was stupid. It sucked. I didn't like it. But it seems to be on the over part right now. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's never fun when you're sick. I even missed today's streaming. The other days I probably should have just laid down instead, but I didn't want to. I'm not good at that. My wife's really good. She'll hibernate. She'll just like stay in bed until it's finished and it's run its course. I can't do that. I get to a point I just can't lay there anymore. But honestly, even with this last phase, I thought I was feeling better like 2 different times. And not I sweated out one night and I got up the next day. I'm like, hey, not feeling too bad. I got on stream, and after a little bit, I started feeling those aches come back and that fever. I'm like, But today has been no fever, and it has not shown its ugly face at all. So I'm glad for that. Yeah, no bueno. I'm sorry, Chewy. You caught me at a goofy time, not a bad time necessarily. I'm gonna step away for some lunch really quick. I'll be about 15 minutes or so, and then I'll be right back. So I was gonna throw the stream to intermission and ask all of y'all to hang out or check back with me here in about 15. Buddy, I appreciate you tons for that resub, and I will be back shortly. Just want to check on the wife, make sure she's doing okay, because she caught it, and like I said, she's in hibernation mode, but she did peek her head in here a little while ago, so I'll go make sure she's had something to eat, that she's doing okay, get some num-nums in my belly, and we'll be back in a little bit. Hope to see you then. Hello, I'm back, folks. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it tons. Let me just get resituated here. We will figure out what we are doing next. Oh, that'll help a little bit. Ah, much clearer. Much, much clearer. Okay. Well, hey. Well. What say...
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system.
Say we get a Geo up in here. Oh, you know what? I want to do this a little bit different. So let me make a quick visit to the cargo center. So what happens is the boxes on the Geo are a little borked. Still. What I mean by that is they're not reusable. Like you might get one that's reusable, but essentially you take it off and empty it out, it can end up broken, and then you put it back on your Geo, and well, it just doesn't work. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna buy a backup Geo box because I'll have a new one on the thing when I claim it. I'm just gonna have one as a backup. And then I'm going to grab some 4 SCU or a couple 8 SCU. Probably just like an 8 SCU container, really. And we'll slap that sucker in whatever we're going to carry around. That is the plan. Container. Oh. Wait, are those our only container options now? Here? Oh, there we go. See, I knew there was a... Should we do an 8? I think the 8 would serve us better, probably. And then we'll get one of them. All right. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with Crisco. We will slap both of those in the back of, I don't know, Valkyrie today? Either the Valkyrie or the Zeus. Anybody feeling any particular way? Are you feeling RSI Zeusy, or are you feeling like you want some Valkyrie action? I don't mind taking either one. Let's see, Geo.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
I expedited it because if you told me I could flash fry a buffalo in 30 seconds, I would say, just like Homer Simpson, "Aw, but I want it now." So I was saying we could take the Valkyrie. Valkyrie it is, okay. We will do the Valkyrie. We'll bring the Geo up first here in a second. We'll also get our crap up here in the cargo elevator.
Welcome to the ASOS vehicle retrieval system. If your vehicle has been delivered to please visit it.
I agree. But we made some of that supply or die money, so we splurged a little bit on a few things that we didn't necessarily need. And that is one of the things I'm very glad I did, because I find it very unique and cool. Container. the 8 SCU, and oh shit, which Geo could it be? It's probably this one. Yeah, it's the one that doesn't have the borked count on it. All right. Woohoo, jetpack time! Power up. Ah! You can't help but just play with it sometimes. Alright. You stay there. Alright.
Welcome to the A-Class vehicle retrieval. If your vehicle has been delivered to the quarantine, visit us again.
Am I missing a tool? Oh, I am. Apparently, I picked up this pistol someplace and it jacked my multi-tool? How rude. How rude. I'm glad I noticed that now. It's just to want to make sure that the tractor beam works. Beep, beep. There we go. And thankfully the wife chucked out all the other bad boxes because we had like 20 of them. We had like 20 boxes for that Geo all set to go. Alright, I like it. I think that's as far back as it goes if you want it on grid. Yeah. Hmm? Like I said, this is just a spare one in case the one on the Geo gets borked for some reason. I won't be removing it this time. I'll just be opening it and taking the gems out and sticking them in the 8 SCU deal here. Hey. All right, ready to rock. Power up the ship.
Systems panel activated.
Engines on.
Stand by. Powering engines.
Online.
Request launch permission.
Completed. Certainly, Commander.
Launch.
Takeoff complete.
Gear coming up.
Sweet.
Landing gear raised.
The ship is yours.
Surface. Pirate. Rock, FPS mining. I didn't realize Fame-Malign is actually the higher tier of all of them, so the fact that it is all over Ignis is cool. Oops. I waited too long. I think we'll go to Pyro 4, though. Just because I haven't on my last runs. Just like a little variety and scenery. Because doing things on Ignis is like being on Arrakis. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? I think that's what we'll do. Request launch permission.
Affirmative.
I promise you I will leave the hangar this time. Oh yeah, it's absolutely great. That's why I just wanted to try someplace different. If I'm not getting anything decent, I'll fall back there for sure. But there's supposed to be a good percentage on Pyro 4 as well. Like I said, it's mostly just a change in scenery, but if it's like really crap to get it there, because I was stumbling over it on Ignis. And if I'm not at least close to that, I'm with you. I'll just go back there. But like I said, it's kind of like hanging out on Arrakis over there, and I'm wanting a change of scenery. Nav mode. Nav mode.
Shields offline.
Diverting power to engines. Shields offline.
Is now on.
Best place to sell it is still back in Stanton, though, yeah? Rios? all the numbers on UEX seem like they're still skewed. Eh. Eh. It is what it is. Ah, that is not what I meant to do. I'm trying to, like, juggle screens here.
Quantum fuel is at 75%.
Almost there, folks. Almost there. Beep him if you got him. Mango-y. Mango, mango, mango. What the hell movie is that? Mango, mango, mango. No. So I thought it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, come on. It had Cheech in it. Mango, mango, mango. I don't know, man. I say mango, he says mango. Polly. Polly, the movie about the little parrot. Sorry. My brain got lost on something and it had to resolve that.
Quantum drive is now on.
I would not have been able to live with myself until I figured that out. Oh, come on. You had the OM. I wanted the OM.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
I feel like you're playing games with me here.
Quantum drive is now on.
All right, no, I guess it knew what it was doing. It just felt like it had me go there and then back, but maybe it was just because it was a planet access thing. Axis, not access.
Quantum drive is now on.
All right. Go. I just don't know which is going to be bright side. 516. We'll see how this works out.
Quantum drive is now on.
That is not what we were hoping for. It is the opposite of what we wanted. So maybe, do we want to shoot the OM and then just fly straight down? Here, let's, yeah. What do you mean obstructed? Did it look obstructed to me? I mean, that one clearly is. There, that one is not.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now up.
So that's where we went for, right?
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now up.
Yeah, we can do it this way. Unless we're just not that patient. I feel like those are all dark side things right now. And then I have no idea where my fancy HUD just went. Nowhere. While we're cruising down there, we can look. There you go. Yeah, I have cheat sheets for the sticks because I don't know where everything's at yet. I'm learning. You gotta kick those VTOLs on when you're coming out of the atmosphere like that. that fast in the Valkyrie, or you'll make a pancake really fast too. All right. Did they go? They did not go down. There we go. Now, let's get some scannage happening here. Oh, that happened earlier today. Hold on, hold on, hold on. SCM mode.
Performing now. Shields online.
The scanner is offline again. Drop a shield down. Give me some scanner. Rebalance it with F8? Maybe? Do we live now? Can I scan? No. Mm-hmm. Not sure exactly what the deal is here, but we'll figure it out some way or another. Okay, it's scanning now. All right, that's all that matters. Rebalance. So weird. I've got all stock components on the Valkyrie though, so it's fine though. It suits its purpose down here just fine. All right. Let's go find some stuff. Up, 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 up. This is Valk. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely it is. I'm gonna say there's nothing actually down there, is there? Whoa, hey, sandstorm. And I said I didn't want to live on Arrakis. That's just going to be an ore deposit, Felzik. I kind of don't want that one. That's going to be on the mountaintop. Oh, I lied. Felzik again. Yeah, that there is our beautiful Intrepid. Our beautiful Valkyrie, I mean. I don't know why I said Intrepid. Well, that looks like a good place to mine. How do we feel about setting down? Do we have a ridge anywhere, or are we setting down here and super climbing? I'd rather park her at an incline if I can. Let's see, right about there. Maybe? See if we can get away with that. Or even up there is fine if that works. Oh yeah, that works fine. I am indeed. I am indeed. I'm going to swing this a little bit, though, because I don't... Even though I can jump on the ramp, I would prefer not to necessarily. Just for ease of loading and offloading here. There, that'll be better. All right.
Engines offline.
Yeah, Intrepid, we brought the Geo on out here. Geo and some storage. So now all we gotta hope is that our scanned minables still scan for the actual mining vehicle. If they do, we're good to go. In Pyro, I'll be honest though, I haven't had any problems with that. It's been Stanton where I get a mixed bag. That's a little high still, but oh well. Excellent. no, I'm wearing my heavy armor here, man. I don't know where my my arrow set that I normally wear is, but we'll be fine. All right. That's true. They have those as well. I don't think you can do... I'm just curious how much of that's going to end up down in the ridge. Yeah, I won't worry about it right now. Right now, we'll break rocks. Then we'll go scoop stuff. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm not sure that you can wear them because of the oxygen and temperatures and things. Which is sad, right? I wonder if I can catch these before they even fall, though. Because I can do that sometimes. Let's give it a try. Nope, not quick enough. Hmm. It would be cool if they had oxygen masks or something so that you could wear them. Like you said, if you wanted to RP the thing. Which oftentimes that's kind of fun, right? Whoops. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I guess this is a this is a good place to see how many actually went further downhill. Oh, they all seem to be stopping on this ridge. I'll pick up what I'm got while I'm down here. My fear is that some of them will get stuck in these rock edges here. It's not a big deal, though. It's not like there's not plenty of it. I think I will enjoy this way more than the other way. Although it is cool taking the boxes on and off, right? I just think this is a better solution for now. Is the angle really that bad? Okay. There we go. Howdy, mates. Did you come to help with the mining operations? Poochie? Sure you did. Oops. I got distracted and fell off, didn't I? There we go. That'll hold it. You know, I really hadn't got to get out and do geo mining since maybe the first week that the geos are out. Just occurred to me that while I've been sick, I haven't been focusing on stuff like this at all. I guess we'll get this other one and work our way back. Oops. Yeah, we might as well pick up again while we're down here. So one of the things I don't like is when stuff goes downhill, there's a lot that get stuck in like really weird niches that don't want to let you pick them up then. But again, if you're talking like 4 or 5 rocks out of how God knows how many, right? That's not that big a deal. All right, let's bust the remaining like 4 of them that are up there. Go empty this out. And then come back and suck everything up. Screenshots. That was a cool one. Try to get one more like that from the other side. Yeah, just like that. Cool. So really the process isn't any faster or slower. You would open this up, then you would tractor beam the box off, right? Tractor beam the new box in. Then you would go and close it and crawl back inside. So I'm not really doing anything that's taken me like extra steps or amount of time, really. I think it's about the same either way. Is it not? Does it think that's full? Okay, whatever. That's fine. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I haven't, because I haven't interacted with them like this before. I've just taken them off. Oh yeah, this one shows 100. Yeah, that was weird. That's fine though. Good to know. What are you working on, Chewy? Oh, did you? Pizza. Kind of in the mood for that tonight. That's usually how it starts. I'm surprised I haven't had sushi since the last time we were talking about it, because that's usually what starts that. When sushi gets in my head, I'm like Baby Shark until I get some. That didn't seem like the best landing. Oops. What am I doing here? Yeah, there's some weird ones around here that I do not think are coming home with me. I feel like those unknowns down there are Fameline as well. Should I fly down there and get those, or should I do the jump? I can do the jump jet thing. Fuck that. Ooh, spiky plants. Oh, I see. I think I'm being a little excessive here because dollars for donuts, there's a lot of Fameline out there, and it's not like if I don't pick up like half a dozen of them, I'll be okay, right? Yeah. I was just kind of hoping to fill a last box. It's so funny that a plant is what wrecks me here. All right, stop. Go. There we go. Oh, so close. We're at 9. Ah, we might as well try to get these others. Nah, we'll live. Yay, I was gonna say, don't make me go down there. Okay. Fine. No idea why that one's way over there, but okay. Nope.
Engines online. Takeoff complete.
Landing gear up.
Landing gear raised.
Landing gear raised.
I know what those are. Hey, Plebby, what's going on, man? How are you? What you up to? Have you been playing much? I know you're off, right? You still got like another whole week off, don't you? You been doing anything exciting? Any Valheim? Gotcha. Yeah, I know for you with the way you work on and off, you got to catch up sometimes, don't you? It can be a little addictive, especially if the people you're playing with and having fun with are on at weird hours and stuff. I think we'll pass. We'll pass on the Dolovine. No. So I'm offloading into an 8 SCU box, which honestly is just as efficient. So I like the idea of having a hopper system because ultimately, again, if you could put them on a damn freight elevator and sell from them and then put them back, that's awesome. But that's not what they're letting me do, so yeah, I got an 8 SCU and it's the time it takes to open the thing and then open the box, put it in your backpack, and then put it in the 8 SCU box is literally comparable to taking the box itself off and putting a new one on. It would just, concept-wise, it's just so much cooler that you would like take out 20 boxes in a geo and fill them all up and then come drop them off, or somebody you know comes and picks them all up and drops you new empties. And yeah, which again, even that can still kind of happen. You can come get my big 8 SCU box and drop me off an empty one. But that is to say, I still want, dude, I'm not an ace pilot, but I'm another few percent better. I do get myself in trouble with them sometimes, though. I mean, it's... Hold on a sec. It's this crap alone that makes it worthwhile, right? Which I was obviously missing out on before. Like, what was that? Just keep going and turn around and look at it. That's fair. At least you did it in Arena Commander. Oh, the way I've gotten myself killed with it is, I'll get busy or something. Like I'm talking to you right now, so I know I'm clear of the thing and I'm drifting forward. I just take my hands off the sticks. I know my ship's going to come to a stop because I'm not given any throttle input, right? But I'll do similar things, and I'll turn on uncoupled, and I'll be fighting in an asteroid field. I'll kill the last guy. Same thing. I'll let go of the sticks, and I'll be like, okay, what am I going to do next? Where did I put that thing? In the meantime, I'm like, do right into an asteroid. Because in my head, I took my hand off the stick, which now is no throttle, but yeah. When you're coupled, dude. That would be pretty cool. I don't know why you're doing that all of a sudden, but you're going to get me killed. Yeah, you mentioned head tracking, so I had to turn mine on. And I don't know what the hell was going on there. I think I'm about to lose sunlight here. Geo versus the Rock. I like the Geo because it's an all-in-one. I can hit the hand minables and the Rock / Geo minables. I wish they'd fix the box thing really quick. but like I pointed out, it's not a thing for for traversal alone. I would say exactly what Chewy said, Geo all the way, because driving that rock up the side of a bloody mountain, you could do it. It's just hard, and some of the stuff I've reached I know is impossible to reach unless you drop the rock right on top of it. And the last time I did that, if you'll remember, I was on the top of a ridge with the Star Lancer dropping off the rock, and the Star Lancer didn't like it and deleted. So, but even like a piece of a deposit here and rocks on the other side of the deposit over here, and you're on a downhill incline, the situation I was just in was perfect. Like, the rocks were exploding and they were rolling way downhill. In the rock, that would have made me cry. In the Geo, I'm like, whatever. Pick up. And it seems less time consuming. Even though I'm running back and forth, it's less time consuming than the rock. So yeah, my vote would be Geo. I still love the rock, and I hope that it has a place because of the heads that can be switched out. But I have to say, I haven't seen a single mineable that fits in that category that's needed a different head of any sort. Now, if they put bigger clusters or bigger rocks where those gems are inside of, then the rock will have a small advantage because you can change out, its mining heads and stuff. But right now, that's not where they're at. And I have a rock. I actually have a rock. As cheap as they are, I have a rock that's actually a pledge rock. That was the plan back in the day. I was never going to get all these other ships. I just want a rock, so when I get back in game, I can have this. But then you play for a while, and you're like, yeah, but I really could do everything with that instead. Oh, Famaline. Thrusters. Hello. Thrusters. Where'd they go? Where did they go? I guess we're mining in the dark.
Engines offline.
Now, put some different suspension on a rock and some like 4 vertical thrusters like housed like inside the wheels. Maybe they pop out and point down. Then we'll talk. Oh yeah. And that's just too cool. You can't. You just can't deny how cool that is. And if we're ever attacked by xenomorphs, man, you know from experience that these types of vehicles, it's where it's at. Oh, Ripley took out. Well, she didn't take him out. Well, you know what I'm saying. Now I got visions of that thing. Get back in there, little mouth. All right, what are we doing? Oh, hold on. I feel like I missed something and my automod is being stupid. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. There we go. You totally can. I'm still ironing out the cloud bots so that it doesn't do things that, you know, are normal. But it helps weed out some of the other BS, which I don't get a lot of. Anyway. Oh. Boom! That's the only thing I don't like about Fameline. It goes all over the fucking place. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey, what you doing there? Oh, we're good. I just couldn't see the percentage number. Oh, I forgot to turn the light on. There we go. And the damn Geo's got good lights, too. We're not talking reclaim or replace the sun lights, but I mean good workable lights. It really is. The jump jets are awesome. We were just talking about that. Yes, I think so at the moment for several different reasons. And I love the rock, and it's nice to be able to keep going in the rock, and the capacity is much larger. You know, you don't have to worry about that and all. But I can't count the times that I've driven a rock up the side of a mountain and hated life because of it. And there's no suspension on it, so it gets stuck on things. You don't have any worries like that with the Geo. The Geo gets around just as quick, if not quick, definitely gets around quicker just by using the jump jets. The extra time you spend loading and unloading. Say you could pick up 4 rocks in or 2 rocks in a Geo, and you could pick up like 10 rocks in a rock. it doesn't matter. That extra time that I save getting around more than makes up for the extra offloads I have to do. That's true in either one of those scenarios. And I do. There's a Valkyrie right behind me. Or somewhere. With a big 08 SCU storage container in it, because currently the boxes on these aren't working as intended. You're supposed to be able to fill them up, put a new one on, which you can do as long as they're brand new. But once you interact with the box out of the Geo, off on the freight elevator or in your inventory, the box is borked and it won't work on the Geo again. So right now I've just got a backup box in case this one gets broken, and then I just manually offload it into the 8 SCU box. But I was doing that with the Rock anyway. Does anybody know the new storage bags for the Rock? Do they have the same problem, where once they're used, they're getting broken? I don't even know if anyone's using those like the Geo, because I think they clip through the floor just like bags do. I was just curious. You can get them from the cargo center in just about any space station. Yeah, when you were last in the game, what was it, 2 years ago? They didn't sell them. Like, yeah, you can buy them now. You can buy 1, 2, 4, and 8 SCU boxes, which is something that's always been asked for, but you can actually do that now. In your freight elevator, you move it right from the inventory into the freight elevator. And the freight elevator will work with anything. You can literally put your FPS gear... Yeah, freight elevator. You haven't been in your hangar yet, have you? Or have you not looked? In your hangar, there's a freight elevator. Yes, you just re-downloaded it. I forgot. Yes. So you have, wherever your home base is, you have a personal hangar. It's just an instance hangar is all it is. But if you put stuff in it, it does persist. And then there's a freight elevator off to the side, and you use the freight elevator to access your inventory and bring things up. When I loaded this up, I brought up the boxes in my freight elevator, and I stored the Geo off to the side and then loaded everything in the Valkyrie. Yeah, it is cool. And now's a good time because... a month ago, they weren't as cool because they didn't work as intended half the time. Still have their issues, but much better now. Like you can call a ship from the ASOP in the lobby like you've always done, and that's where you'll run into problems sometimes. Then you'll go walk into your hangar, and you'll see the ship, and it'll be like half in the hangar floor and half coming out. And which, by the way, that's a good piece of advice. Whenever you can get access to your hangar from the elevator, it's always better to go there and call the ship directly from your hangar. But then that adds another element into the game. Like I said, when you're at your home base, your hangar is the size that fits your largest purchased with real money ship. If you're in a place other than your base, your home base, it will rent you a hangar. And I just use rent as a term. It doesn't cost you anything. But it'll give you a temporary hangar for whatever size ship you're calling up. So in the scenario that I just mentioned, a lot of times, say you wanted to call up your mole, which requires a medium hangar, you might call a different ship to get the medium hangar from the ASOP in the lobby, store it without ever going there, and then go to the medium hangar it gave you and call your mole up from there. The reason for that is to prevent bugs. You have way less bugs if you do it that way. Sorry, let me catch up on chat here too. I was just talking while I kept going, so I know you guys had some feedbacks and comments there. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little goofy like that. You'll have access to freight elevators at any of the other places as well. So if my home is New Babbage, I have a large hangar there always. Anytime I go and get in the elevator, it should give me access to my large hangar. Again, the game can be a little bit Star Citizen-y sometimes, so sometimes even at your home base, you'll walk into the elevator and your hangar's not appearing. Just go to the ASOP and call a ship. Put the ship away before you go in the elevator. It's just good practice right now. Again, bug prevention. And then go back in the elevator and go to your hangar. But at any other station, it would be the same thing. You'll get a hangar assigned based on the ship that you're going to call up. The bug prevention tactics that I'm mentioning, they're really not that important unless you A, have cargo in something, or B, have, like, or, I guess you could call that cargo too. If you have a ship with something in it, you don't want to lose that. Make sure you call something else of the appropriate size up in ASOP, and then go to the hangar and call up the actual ship you want. It'll prevent shit from getting lost inside and you having to claim it. Other than that, it doesn't matter. It's an inconvenience sometimes when it doesn't work right, but nothing a claim doesn't solve. I actually like the slider at the bottom of my Wing sticks better than I liked the thumb wheel on the throttle from what I was using previously. The slider is way smoother. The resolution's higher. So it's been, not that the other one sucked for laser power, but this one has been really cool. All right, let's clean it up. Yeah, Intrepid, I'm thinking about it. I think I've had that issue too, where I had an XL someplace for a long time, and it might have been Lorville. And there's no reason I should have. My biggest ship requires a large. Oh wait, was the Carrack an XL hangar? It might have been the system catching up after we sold the Carrack, if the Carrack had an XL hangar. Oop. I'm full. See, that was literally just as fast as pulling the box out and putting it back on. I feel it. Damn, that one piece. Thank you. Hey, Tic-Tac, what's going on? How are you today? Oh, sevens to you, my friend. We're having some jump jet fun today. The fight with the rocks goes well. Server's been really good today. I had only had a couple crash to desktops after the last release, but this hotfix, I'm not seeing anything. Servers have felt good and stable today. Everything seems to be working as intended. I haven't tried this mineable stuff in Stanton right now, but in Pyro it's working without a problem. Hey, it's not bad practice, to be honest. You ensure you get the cleanest install when you're trying to track down problems. That certainly eliminates a step, right? Because you already know it can't be this. All right, appreciate it. Fortunately, I'll probably be logging off in Pyro, so. And I more than likely will sell this Famaline tomorrow. So I should be fine. Man, I got quiet there. I got like super focused on the rocks for some stupid reason. Usually I'm kind of chattery while I'm picking stuff up. What was out there? There was one out there. I know it. I was trying to get fancy. This house is clean. Wait, is that... It is. I don't know why, but it's way the hell out there, but we'll grab it. There we go. Now let's get the hell out of here. Ooh. Take a quick drinksy here. Way could have swore I parked closer than that, but no biggie. Really, no biggie. There it goes. Excuse me. Every bit as relaxing as rock mining used to be, and then some. So stupid unstable, yep. Oh. No, don't carry it. Damn it. We should be okay still. We'll see. We'll see. There's some craziness going on here. I think that box is borked. Yep. I think so. Well, actually, let's look. That's so funny. There are crystals stuck on the outside. I'm kind of afraid of it now. We'll see what happens. That's kind of why we brought that extra one, right? I'm just gonna maybe dispose of that one. Should be good now. Ouch. My Geo doesn't like me anymore. It might not be the box. I might have bugged a Geo. Let's see. I'm afraid. No, it's good. now. Oh, sweet. Did I get it? I did. Oh. Should it have been there? No. All right, let's get this cleaned up. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did you do there? What did you do? You did bad. You done did bad. What's everybody's big plans for the weekend? Star Citizen? Anything else? It's starting to warm up outside. I'm telling you what, I am looking forward to cracking out my RC stuff, putting some planes in the air. Got a real nice field about 50 minutes from the house here. It's kind of a drive, but it's out in the middle of the country, on the back lot of somebody's farm. They got a mowed runway there, so it's a grass runway, but it's really well kept and it's really short, so it's not really rough even on airplanes that don't have like Tundra wheels and stuff. Lots of space, a really cool group of guys that hangs out there. Yeah, I always make jokes about older folks and model airplanes, but honestly, I guess that's me. I'm not a young dude anymore. I haven't been for some time, but seriously, there are some folks that are into RC planes that are way, way, way my senior, and they are regulars out there, and they're an awesome group of guys. You can run into in the RC community a group of folks that does things one way, and that's the only way to do them, and they'll argue with younger folks or newer folks about the new techs and things like that. These guys are not like that. They'll give you their opinion, but ultimately they're happy to see you out there flying, so whatever gets you in the air is cool. If that's a fancy new gyro, they don't care. They'll tell you over and over again, well, it'd be good if you turn that thing off and learn to fly. But, you know, when you spend that kind of money on a hobby, you want to be able to put your airplane in the air, right? So those gyros are very helpful to get you up there. They do teach you bad habits, though. I will agree with that. They teach you to rely on safeties, and when those safeties are gone, it can be like a relearning curve, right? But at the same time, the hobby's not cheap. So when you're flying stuff that's like made of balsa and gas engines and covering and stuff like that, it's definitely not cheap to crash your plane into the ground. So having those things so you can enjoy them and not sweat or stress about it, it's pretty cool. All that being said, it is radio controlled stuff, so occasionally there are hiccups. Something will lose communication with something else and you'll end up in the grass, in the ditch. Me, I have a good mixture of stuff. I have some balsa things, some foam airplanes that I'm really comfortable flying, and then some stuff that scares me a little bit still. Still got stuff to learn. This will be my 3rd season since I started doing that. But what's really cool about the field we go to is the landowner doesn't mind if you camp out there. So the wife and the kids and I will take the trailer up on a long weekend sometimes because it's in town, but it's out of town, right? But we'll pack up the camper and food to eat, and we'll just stay out there because it's quiet under the stars, and I can get up first thing in the morning and fly. If it gets windy, you've got a place to chill. Other things to do, we bring the remote control cars out there and tool around with those and games and stuff. But it makes a good time. We'll do that maybe 2 or 3 times a year, or we did these first 2 years. Or we'll park the camper out there and stay 3 or 4 days and get my quota flying in. One of the things that's funny to me is the kids don't really seem into flying. Like, it's it's cool that I do it, but they don't seem to have an interest in doing it themselves. I mean, I know they're probably afraid that it's expensive and they don't want to break anything, but there's definitely ways to get them into it if they showed an interest. I feel a little bit like Forrest Gump talking about airplanes here. Some hot drops in Star Citizen bunkers, like where? What do you got going, man? And I'm pretty sure the answer would be that I love to. I am, however, having to log here in about 10 minutes. Ew. Yeah, about 10, 15 minutes myself. Kiddo's at a birthday party. I gotta go pick him up. So I probably wouldn't be able to right now. Show off the Cutlass Black. Gonna see if... The Cutlass Black is awesome. I wish I could, man. Yeah, if you're doing it now, I'm probably not going to be able to, buddy. I'm sorry. I have to clean up what rocks I have here, and then I need to get this thing stowed and sign off on stream and all that good stuff. But I appreciate you thinking of me, man. Any other time, I would have absolutely done that. Cutty Black is a good one to show off for that sort of thing. Actually starting to wonder if I'm going to have time to finish cleaning up all these rocks. I'm sure I will. It goes quicker than you think. Maybe I just won't be so picky about some of the outliers, though. She filled already. Uh-oh. That could be bad. Yep, that could be bad. See what we can pull off animation-wise to potentially get out of the box we're stuck in. Ah, good job. Never get overly frustrated when that kind of shit happens. See? That shit shouldn't have happened, though. Come on. You got stuff to do. I'm afraid I just busted that. We might be done, folks. We might be done. We'll see. It might let us still, since it wasn't emptied. Maybe. But we might be screwed. All right, let's see what happens. There was also a good chance that after moving the Atlas with a tractor beam while stuck inside of a crate, that this thing was going to teleport and kill us. It did not. So, yeah, that's a step in the right direction, as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's see if it'll let us pick up any more of this or if we're done. Nope. It's going. So it's just once the box has been emptied, if it's removed and then put back on the Geo, the box is basically broken. Nice. That was almost another full one. Okay, let's get this stuff back to checkmate. I'm actually really lucky I got out of that storage container. And I know it. Let's see, 1,070. It's a good haul. We've done a few different loops of things today, haven't we? Oh. I don't know what's up. The ladder's not interactable all of a sudden in the back. Going to make it awfully hard to fly out of here. All right, let's see if... I mean, seriously? There we go. Spooked me for a second. I don't have any idea what was going on there, but whatever I did fixed it. Should not have, though. All right. Let's get our butts back to checkmate here.
Takeoff complete.
Landing gear up.
Raising landing gear.
Lights off.
Of course.
Nav mode.
All power to
VTOL
engines.
off.
Shields offline.
VTOL off. Enable VTOL. VTOL. Eh.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
All right, come on, checkmate. There we go. There we go.
Quantum drive is now on.
Very good. We are on our way back to checkmate in the beautiful Valkyrie. She is an awesome ship to have fun in. And she's armed enough that she getting a scrape, you can at least shoot back. Her hull health is not the best. But man, it is just a cool looking ship and a lot of fun to use for utility stuff like I did today. Really, really cool. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. I am glad, again, to be back amongst the living and feeling like a, at least subhuman, right? I hope that y'all had a great time. I know I did. I look forward to possibly seeing you some this weekend. If not, I will be back here as my regular schedule dictates on Monday. In the meantime, have a great weekend. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And we will see you next time in the verse. 07s, take care, y'all.